What if ignoring Valentine's Day is actually a sign of psychological strength? While millions feel pressure, some people feel nothing, no urge, no fear, no need to prove anything. While everyone else rushes to buy roses, chocolates, and gifts, they just watch, calm, unaffected, almost disconnected, because their brain is doing something most people never realize. Valentine's Day is supposed to feel natural, romantic, meaningful, but for some people, it doesn't. Instead, it feels forced, and the human brain has a natural reaction to being forced. It resists. This is called psychological resistance. When people feel pushed into behaving a certain way, their brain pushes back, not loudly, not dramatically, silently, internally. It creates distance, because real emotions don't like schedules, they don't like deadlines, and they definitely don't like being commanded. So instead of feeling love, they feel control, and control kills emotional authenticity. But this resistance isn't weakness. It's actually a sign of something much deeper. Most people use Valentine's Day as confirmation. Confirmation that they are loved. Confirmation that they matter. Confirmation that their relationship is real. But some people don't need that confirmation. They already feel secure. Their emotional stability doesn't depend on symbols, not flowers, not gifts, not a specific date. Because their sense of love doesn't come from external displays. It comes from internal certainty. They don't need proof. They don't need reminders. And most importantly, they don't need permission to feel loved. This creates a powerful psychological independence, one that makes them immune to emotional pressure. But there's another layer, and this one is darker. Some people start noticing patterns. They notice how suddenly everything turns red, hearts everywhere, advertisements everywhere, messages telling you what you should feel, what you should buy, what you should prove. And slowly they begin to question it. Is this emotion real? Or is it being triggered? Is this love or expectation? Their awareness breaks the illusion, and once that illusion breaks, it never fully comes back, because now they can see the system behind the emotion, and that changes everything. For most people, Valentine's Day feels like a peak, a special moment, a day where love is finally expressed. But for them, love doesn't live in one day. It lives in the quiet moments, the random conversations at 2 a.m., the small gestures no one else sees, the presence, the consistency, the normal days. Because real emotional connection doesn't need an audience. It doesn't need decoration. It doesn't need a reminder. And when love becomes tied to a specific date, it can start to feel artificial, like a performance, instead of a feeling. So they step back, not because they don't feel love, but because what they feel is deeper than symbols. And symbols start to lose power when the emotion itself is already secure. But there's one final psychological truth, and it explains everything. Most human behavior is invisible obedience. People follow patterns they never question. They celebrate certain days. They buy certain things. They feel certain emotions because everyone else does. This is called social conditioning, and it's incredibly powerful. It shapes what people want, what they value, what they fear losing. But some individuals slowly break free from this conditioning. They begin to separate their internal emotions from external expectations. They stop asking, "What am I supposed to feel?" and start asking, "What do I actually feel?" This creates psychological freedom, freedom from emotional obligation, freedom from symbolic pressure, freedom from needing validation through rituals. And once someone reaches this point, Valentine's Day loses its psychological grip, not because they are cold, not because they are broken, but because their emotions belong to them, not to a calendar, not to society, not to expectation, only to themselves. There is a moment, a quiet moment, when someone stops reacting the way they used to. They see the decorations, they hear the conversations, they watch everyone rushing, stressing, proving, performing, and for the first time, they feel separate from it, not angry, not sad, just aware. They realize something most people never question. Love was never supposed to feel like pressure. It was never supposed to feel like a test. It was never supposed to require proof on command. And in that moment, something shifts inside them. They stop chasing emotional validation. They stop fearing emotional absence. They stop needing symbolic reassurance because they finally understand something powerful. Real emotions don't disappear when a holiday ends. And real love doesn't suddenly appear because a date arrived. It either exists or it doesn't, and no calendar can create it. So when you see someone who doesn't care about Valentine's Day, don't assume they are cold, don't assume they are broken, and don't assume they don't understand love, because sometimes they understand it better than everyone else. They don't need one day to prove it. They don't need symbols to confirm it. And they don't need permission to feel it. Their emotions don't belong to tradition. They don't belong to expectation. They belong to them fully, completely. And that kind of emotional independence is something most people never reach. Pause, softer tone, inviting curiosity. If this made you question things you never noticed before, then you're going to love what comes next. Because here, on Archetype Paradox, we explore the hidden psychology behind human behavior, the patterns controlling people without them even realizing it. And once you see these patterns, you start seeing them everywhere. Go ahead, choose the next video, and I'll see you there.